He's a friend lah. So aku nak, tapi dalam hati aku tak dapat pun at least dia dapat. Because then we'll be working together. Aku dah tahu dia punya pattern macam mana. He knows my pattern. So it doesn't matter who gets it. Even both of us were saying either one of us gets it. Okay, this is how we'll work.
We will support each other lah.
We'll support each other gini-gini. Last dua-dua tak dapat.
Kau punya cerita anti-climax.
Kira kau tak dapat lah. Okay.
Kau punya cerita anti-climax betul
Kan? Dua-dua tak dapat.
Kau nak macam apa tu?
Dia dengar macam
Aku tengah expect satu orang akan dapat lah. Sekali dia macam apa tu? Aku tengok cerita movie, dulu hero mati. Nampak hero mati ya.
dia punya ending. Oh, tragic gila.
Working Class Podcast with your host Iman, Lando, and Dee.
Okay, the employees thought that their performance already past the certain level, which is good level lah. So he want to approach the management for maybe for increment or promote him or her. So how and when the exact time or the right time to approach the management?
So it's somewhere along the lines like this was a good performance. So we're talking about okay, dia ni dah graduate, dah ada degree, dah ada apa. So what's a good time to
approach the management?
Since tadi kita cakap jangan minta immediate, but so when's a good time?
Okay. This portion aku nak
Disclaimer.
Clear first. Dia cakap tu pada dia sendiri fikir yang dia bagus. Dengan dia cakap pada dia dah.
Okay,
dia
for context, he's asking a question from he's the supervisor. So orang kira the team, somebody on his team kira macam approach him lah, kira macam
kau patutnya jadi manager.
No lah, kira macam aku dah setahun lebih kat sini. Kata I already do tak ada naik gaji ke? Tak ada naik pangkat ke?
That one is he believe
that
himself,
individual lah.
That individual believe himself that he has performed. But what does the one above him believe? That is padaku yang also plays a part. If the person above him believe that, yes, you perform. You are, I think, a good performer. Then I will push you for the next level.
So I think the question is the individual sound dia. Okay, let's paint a clearer picture lah. Okay. Let's say dia pun agree lah. Okay, whether 100% ke 50-50 ke, but as
he's ready to
supervisor, how does he approach? Kira macam okay, aku dah cakap tapi dia belum decide ke apa ke. So when's a good time for him to cakap dia ni looking for progression ke, looking for what's like, how would you approach it? Depends lah, kau nak jadi boss ke, kau nak jadi dia ni ke supervisor ke, like how would you do it? Or maybe for yourself lah, kira macam how would you approach? Macam mana nak minta?
The thing is when is the best time?
Okay, the first question is when. When's a good time?
When is the best time? Appraisal time. When appraisal, you have your one-on-one interview with your next punya ni apa. So that's, to me, that is the best time.
Okay.
Because it's where you are sitting down with your direct supervisor, then you also have sitting down with your bosses. Then that's where you have the opportunity to let it out, to share that yes, I am planning to move to the next stage. Is there any opportunity for me? Opportunity for me to go to that next level. To me, that's the best step.
Okay. Okay, so Din,
Aku pun rasa
kau pernah jaga orang apa, right?
So usually during appraisals during macam like Iman cakap pun macam sama juga during appraisals, whereby macam okay lah, you can discuss what is lacking, what is in that person kan, what is macam what they have done for the past year, and sort of like what courses macam diorang dah pergi apa semua kan, and where maybe there's a macam position available you know, boleh lah letak dekat situ kan.
Okay, so now I already approach you. And most of the time, the supervisor or the middle manager doesn't have the final say.
Correct.
So okay, dah one-on-one lah. Aku dah one-on-one dengan kau, kira macam, ni aku dah lama ni. Dah 3 tahun kat sini tak naik gaji. Macam mana ni like. So, does that mean you also will bring that everything up to the boss during appraisal? During your appraisal?
Of course lah. Of course. Aku pernah come into that kind of like situation juga. Whereby macam budak ni dah lama. I mean he's good. You know, but he's also handling people also. But he was under me lah. So macam, you know, but the pay he was getting was stagnant. And then macam so the boss cakap macam when I told the boss about macam gini lah, you know, he has a family, you know, dia dah dapat rumah, you know, I mean new family lah kan. And then macam the boss told me macam dia tak ada
progression.
Sort of like, sorry kami?
Progression.
Progression. Tak ada progression lah, apalah macam. So I told the boss lah macam it's not fair lah for him being there lah, you know, doing all this work apa semua. And this guy is like really good. You know, dia tak ada MC, tak ada apa semua, and it's very good lah. But then again macam because he doesn't have the qualification. It's just that.
Okay.
So macam okay. What I mean for macam dulu untuk aku dengan bos aku discuss lah macam where does he fit in? What is his interest? Where is his what he's liking? Where what is his weakness? His strength semua kan. So eventually we found him letak dia kat dalam course kan. I mean send him for courses and then okay lah. Alhamdulillah, I mean he went up lah. You know, he in fact he went up higher than me lah actually. Into a very better role lah. More operational role lah.
Better world.
Role. Macam, good, okay lah, you know. Good for him lah.
Tapi it's also another portion is whether there is space for him to grow. Itu also pada aku an important portion needs to be considered juga. If he's really good and everything, if there is place for him to grow, can masukkan dia sana, then okay. Kalau misalnya semua tak ada, kira orang dah bekerja lama tak nak keluar. You know?
I mean the thing is end of the day pun sometimes it depends on you punya company juga. You know whether your company has that capacity to have that position, for that person ke tak. You know, it's like macam kalau diorang dah, I mean the thing is macam some companies business macam tu je, stagnant, dah tak ada position apa, nak pergi mana lagi.
Whether they able to accommodate another position, buat satu position just for that person itself.
Correct.
Okay, kau pernah kena tak like in that kind of situation, kau so-called highlight or push for a certain individual lah, but definitely there will be times where he's not the only person who said, aku pun nak, aku pun dah stagnant, aku pun dah ni, right? And definitely it be limited lah. Kau tak boleh naikkan semua orang. Of course sometimes if you can lah, bagus lah kan. But if most likely ada quota, then some people will be drop off the scale or drop off the consideration. And then kau pernah kena approach like, asal dia dapat aku tak dapat?
Ada.
Then how did you deal with it?
Korang cakap kurang ajar nasib lah. Kalau kau pilih rezeki lah.
Tengok kau kira ngam dengan dia ke tak?
Ngam dengan dia lah. Ni gurau je lah. Gurau. Dan cara gurau, cakap nasib lah. Masing-masing rezeki masing-masing. Tapi, kalau in a professional way, most probably will cakap, maybe he has advantage, certain portion where he has advantage over you, where the management sees that is more valuable on their end. Itu part selalu nanti he will feel down. Definitely dia akan feel down. He will feel down. Dia akan cakap apa sih, padahal sama apa. Kira aku dengan dia dah sama, macam dia naik aku tak naik, you know. But if you take it in a positive way, instead of thinking that way, kau boleh cakap, okay, apa dengan dia ada, aku tak ada, aku will go to that direction. We work on it lah, tu biasa. Tapi aku rasa ada
Jap, madam positif je. Kau ingat aku bateri pun ada negatif tau man. Positif.
Nak cakap lagi kurang ajar lagi kan. Kalau betul-betul, no, I mean in if you really think you cannot grow in that company, pada ni I'm not saying as a general what you need to, kau kena buat lah gini. I'm just saying that a personal opinion. Kalau kau rasa you want to grow but you cannot grow in that company, find a place that you can grow. Pokok pun mana-mana dia kacik tempat, dia tak boleh sini, dia pergi tempat lain. Find a place that you can grow where
Pokok pun boleh gerak.
boleh. Pokok pun ada roots.
Ada.
Salah
Ada
metafor.
pokok boleh bergerak.
Salah metafor.
I forgot what the tree
Rolling
is.
plant itu money plant boleh gerak.
There's this tree that actually
Boleh gerak.
moves.
Betul. I don't know.
Tak tahu lah.
I forgot. Yeah, but
Zombie tree.
Ada.
Zombie
Tak lah, kau tak nampak lah.
Ini
Kau kalau make camera like time lapse after
dia akan gerak.
you can see that it moves to
physically, it will move lah.
where is ada.
Okay.
I forgot what it's called.
Okay, I give you another side pula. Kau ada position, kau kasih dorang tak nak. Dorang tak nak naik. Even though kau cakap, kau bagus No, come on, aku rasa ada ni position for you to grow. Ada tak nak tau. Dia macam mana macam gitu?
Normal lah. Tak nak jangan kasi lah.
Habis dia tak do, internally, we want to promote, you know. Kita more, aku rasa, aku PhD, aku will feel that I prefer to give internally.
Yeah.
Internally. Tapi kadang orang tak nak. Dia buat aku macam, but you are so much better than this.
Yeah.
No, I feel that you are so much better than this. You can, there's a space for you to grow and to explore your full potential. Itu kadang banyak orang takut lah.
For me, that's actually the first criteria. Kalau especially it's not just naik lah, kira naik pangkat, especially if it entails kau nak kena jaga orang. My first criteria is you have to want it first. So aku selalu tanya dulu, kau nak ke tak nak? I have this in line for you. You want or don't want? Kalau tak nak, even though there's nobody else, then it just stops there. I won't find, if it's really a need, I'll find out.
Kau tak ada paksa dia to that position lah.
No, I won't, because tak kira lah, kau kena paksa, you won't. Anak kau paksa suruh buat benda,
Itulah.
gerak ke? Tak kan? So like, no point lah. Even though he's a top performer, kalau kau paksa pun into something that he doesn't want to do.
Ni rotan.
Kau boleh, kalau kita boleh rotan kat kerja, okey juga kan? Ada juga few people yang nak rotan.
Aduh.
Okay, cancel that.
Cancel.
Disclaimer. Gurau ya.
Kita kena condemn.
But that's one of the first criteria actually is you have to want it. Whether then aku pun nak, aku tak kasih. You're not qualified lah. That's just the first criteria. Kan, you want it, okay, we can consider.
Okay, then dia tak nak. Tapi appraisal time dia tanya asal gaji dia tak naik.
Then you have to explain. Kalau kau nak naik, then you have to take this responsibility, this position.
Aku dah ni tau, dah stagnan tau. Aku cakap, tak boleh ke? Aku nak ni lah. Tapi aku tak nak, aku nak dapat gaji duduk relax-relax. Aku nak duduk diam-diam je.
Okay.
Ada. Ada.
Then I'll just throw back that scale to him lah. There's always a price for something. Kau nak gaji tinggi, you either do more job or you climb up. If there's nowhere to climb, then do more job lah.
Yeah.
Right? But even the opposite thing is for that role, engkau ada ceiling.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
And then like, aku buat ni projek semua. Buat kerja banyak-banyak, habis gaji tak naik. Like, they think it's like, it's not wrong to ask lah. It's not wrong to want. It's not wrong to want. Of course, everybody wants more.
Betul.
Tapi engkau cannot come with that kind of entitlement.
I'm entitled to this position.
Mentality like, patut ada increment. Like, kau tak sedar ke kau punya gaji tu dah cap? Like, you already reach the highest of the
Kadang-kadang
highest.
diorang sedar. Cuma diorang just want to like tanya
Ask.
boleh tak ada naik lagi? There's a chance tak? You know? But then again, lah.
No lah, but then you ask like that. There are people who like, tak ada naik ke ni tahun? You know that kind of thing. Okay lah. I was like, dude, engkau performance gini. Engkau gaji dah gini. You know, there's always a nicer way, but because at the end of the day, nobody wants to disappoint anyone.
Yeah.
And it's draining to disappoint that many people.
Yeah.
Right. So kalau make life nicer lah, make life better for everyone. I mean, unless you feel frustrated. Kalau dah frustrated, then find another. I mean, aku tak allow orang, but you know,
Tapi aku pernah
some point the opportunity just.
No lah, I mean my case bukan aku lah. I mean someone atas aku, 2 orang fighting for one position. Then both of them are capable at their own capacity. Okay, their own capacity, they are very capable. So bila the other one dapat, then the other one jumpa the one atas him, you know. Kenapa kau pilih dia, so kau tak pilih aku? So the reply was that, aku pilih dia sebab he gets job done within the time frame when it's allocated to him. Then the reply was that, aku rasa if I can recall correctly, I don't know if I can recall correctly. I say I still get it done. Yeah, I still get it done. But I will take longer because he's different. My one is different. Cannot compare.
Daripada ni job scope.
Scope. This is dia kira department lah. Dia punya department ni mungkin boleh cepat habis. So ni aku punya akan makan masa, you know. So macam mana kau use that as a comparison? Who is the more capable person to take over this role? And moreover, this person is lagi lama. Aku lagi lama apa kat sini. Asal kau kasih dia yang bawah, yang sebelum aku naik. Part tu yang dia rasa tak satisfied lah with the answer it was given by the one.
Aku pernah in that similar situation. My manager left. I was aiming for his position. But then realistically aku tahu my colleague macam sama lah, same story. He had his own strengths. Long service award, dah apa, he was there longer and everything. Aku baru like what 3-4 years. But I had more background, more experience, more papers. It's just that he's been there longer lah, so he knows the ground and everything. He knows the company macam mana. So but he's a friend lah. So aku nak, tapi dalam hati aku tak dapat pun, at least dia dapat. Because then we'll be working together. Aku dah tahu dia punya pattern macam mana. He knows my pattern. So it doesn't matter who gets it. Even both of us were saying, either one of us gets it, okay, this is how we'll work.
We will support each other lah.
We'll support each other gini-gini. Last, dua-dua tak dapat.
Kau pergi cerita anti-climax.
Kau tak dapat lah. Okay.
Kau pergi cerita anti-climax.
Kan? Dua-dua tak dapat.
Kau nak macam apa tu?
Dia dengar macam
aku tengah expect satu orang akan dapat lah. Kan dia macam apa tu? Aku tengok cerita movie, dulu hero mati. Nampak hero mati ya.
dia punya ending. Tragic gila. Habis.
There's a lesson that I learned long after lah. Not long lah, like after that. So duduk bingit lah macam, dia ni apa? So the one that
siapa yang dapat dia panggil orang baru atau orang luar lah?
No, it was not that new. He was
it was still internally
a couple months internally. He was a manager of another department.
Okay.
And then now he jaga 2 department. Okay. So initially kita macam apa merepek sah. Like a lot of the things we are the one who's teaching him. Like alamak. I mean he's a nice guy and everything. Tapi macam like, why did the higher management do this kind of role and everything? Why did he make this kind of changes? Why didn't he give us this opportunity? Dah frust lah. Dia macam, kau bingit Syul.
I feel you. There was a time when I was working in this company. There was this position open up. So consider engineer position was opening up. Then aku rasa that, aku dah lama kat sini. Aku since the start of the project, I was at that place lah. Then with people coming in and out pun, aku dah jaga dorang, with them, they're working dah lama dengan dorang. Then when this position came out, same thing lah. aku brought up lah. I say, is it possible in this position aku fill up. So the main thing yang why aku tak dapat is because kau tak ada the certs to support. Cakap, but I don't have. But I do have the experience. Plus apa benda kat sini semua aku dah tobat. You know. Then at the end of the day, dia panggil satu budak luar lah. Budak luar to this position. Yang kelakarnya, budak luar ni keep asking me, ni macam mana? 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 So that part, it macam, during that time, mungkin aku muda lah. Mungkin aku muda. Aku rasa macam, berapa aku nak bilang kau? Berapa aku nak bilang kau? Aku pergi cek sendiri lah.
Busuknya orang.
Apa aku nak bilang kau? Aku work hard to come to where I am.
Yeah.
Kau datang masuk sini, kau dah dapat tu, then kau expect aku spoofing kau. But same thing, lepas dah lama, baru aku find out, sebab very simple. Kalau aku naik, gaji tukar. Then dia punya cap, dia tak boleh bayar lah.
Okay.
So instead, they get someone who's new, jadi dia boleh bayar somewhere basic of dia punya
Budget lah, budget
dia
issues.
punya budget issue. Because that side is diorang is a tender. Kau tender tu side, berapa kau ada certain budgetary for kau punya manpower. Tu semua dia tak tahu apa-apa.
That's why cerita aku tu anti ada dia punya plot twist tu. Because if you go by that route kan, if you wanted papers, I had it. If you wanted a bit more technical knowledge, it was me. If you wanted lay of the land, kira familiarity, dah kenal semua department, smooth job, it was him. So either one of us should have gotten it. But why didn't either one of us got it? So I sort of came to my own understanding that it was probably down to two things.
But this is your understanding lah.
This is my understanding lah.
Okay.
Actually, aku tak suka sangat yang whoever was making the decisions up there, the director lah. But because I mean, it's a character thing. He like to belittle people, but I always believe if there is an opportunity for me to learn, even though it is just in my mind, it's not validated ke, tak ada orang corroborate the lesson, it doesn't matter, I'm going to learn from it. So what I derive is that that guy, or the director, already had a plan and directions, which was not shared. Tak perlu lah. I mean, he didn't need to share down all the way to me, right? So, but he did share to that manager, and he was the right man for whatever vision that he had for the direction.
You got a vision for tomorrow.
We had a vision for...
Let it be. Maybe.
So, the other thing aku boleh agak is that when probably kita tak sadar, at some point they were already feeling us out. But we were not answering to their liking, atau we were not helping, we were not focusing on things that will help the boss, right? Then so if you are in that position and then kau tak tolong aku, then why are you there?
Why should I pick you lah?
Why should I pick you, right? So maybe like you say lah, maybe inexperience, tak tahu, naive, or...
But do you get the answer from the one why you were not selected? This is not because why I asking you, because this is based on your understanding. But based on the real understanding is because of he has his own vision.
No, I just put it at that. Aku tak nak harbor this thing and then aku macam burn bridges. Because then we assess the situation. Sekarang Danny dah jaga dua-dua, but then we foresee that this guy will stay longer. I mean, he's a nice guy and he can perform. Dia pun is a good performer lah. He can do his job and everything. He's knowledgeable. And aku foresee dia lama lah kat situ. So, like you said lah, end of the road, we look elsewhere lah.
Bila dia naik tu, dia belanja kau makan tak? Belanja
It's
makan.
not really a naik for me. To me, it's an additional burden to it.
Oh.
Aku dah jaga,
Daripada
aku dah jaga
jaga
di depan.
dua tempat.
Sekarang aku
Dua
jaga
tempat,
additional. Which I have no knowledge about. So that's why aku macam, aku boleh nak ajar kau. Okay lah, aku ajar lah. But then, okay lah kalau sampai setakat sini je, aku ajar kau, tapi bila aku jalan, sayonara. Which they did panic a bit lah. Dia tak kasi aku clear leave bila aku cabut. Yeah, because I had to hand over betul-betul lah. Yang kelakarnya, I hand over to my friend.
Okay.
Which I also tarik to the new position. And then dapat 2 minggu, dia pun campak. So, tukar ganti lah. It was, I already left for a couple of months. They still call me, ni macam ni? Ni macam ni? He didn't call me directly lah, but he will ask the guys like, kau tanya, kau call Lana, tanya macam ni.
Tapi in that point of view kau rasa macam perlu ke aku nak bilang dia, you know? Kau tak ada macam aku tadi aku cakap, buat apa nak bilang kau, you know? Buat apa nak bilang kau, pergi cek sendiri lah.
No lah.
Kau tak ada macam aku
I've never,
Kau tak rasa macam
maybe aku dah tua lah. That time
okay.
I was already
okay. Kau tak rasa macam
tadi-
badan muka kau lah kan. So tak nak select aku lah. Sekarang dah pandai kau lah.
Okay, I have this habit
Uh.
when I go to a new job, right? I will prepare a document. One thing, it serves as my notes lah. The other thing is it will become aku punya handover punya document. If I need to leave, I say, cannot lah. No, done already. I will forward to you.
Macam mana?
Bye.
Macam mana? Dia ada bunyi. Keyboard dia lain.
Betul lah.
Dia bukan kelak-kelak, ding-ding.
Tak je.
So done. Okay, bye. And the handover that I did was quite comprehensive lah. Apa yang handed over to me and everything. So when they asked me, it was really kira not standard punya benda. So they had to ask lah. So I understood why they had to reach out to me. I also didn't exactly had the complete answer pun. Aku roughly
Just leave it as it is.
because aku tak
Leave it there
nampak
lah, just leave it
sistem
there.
lah. You cannot just tak boleh share kan. Things also confidential.
Tapi betul kau cakap, as age progresses kau macam, kau fikir, you know, ada tak ada, you know, if it's meant for you, it's meant for you, you know. If it's not meant for you, then maybe you're meant for something better lah. That's what aku believe lah at this point. If it's meant for you, then maybe it's meant for you lah. If not, okay, maybe there are always better things. Maybe if you were to take the position, kau tak boleh angkat ke, you know, kita tak tahu, we will never know. So itu part yang kita masih, kalau dapat jawapan dia, bagus lah. Kalau tak dapat pun, just leave it as it is lah.
Just leave it
Just leave it as it is. Tapi kau tak risau. Tapi macam for your case ni, macam you face that similar punya situation where kau aim for a post, then kau tak dapat. Then you know, maybe you and your colleague were chasing the same position.
So far aku tak pernah kau. I don't know, aku tak pernah
Or someone macam tadi macam the person below you sekarang dah naik atas kau, habis kau nak kena report to him.
Aku don't feel it like macam I mean like the thing is macam I'm happy for him lah kan. That he managed to dekat atas apa semua.
Bila dia dah atas kau, habis dia kira macam torture kau.
Tak ada.
Oh, tak ada.
I mean he's not directly atas lah, but then again macam his position was like macam so called he came out to become an operation exec lah kan. So macam for me it's like good lah, you know, and we still talk apa semua at that point of time lah. We still talk, we exchange apa tu.
Now you don't talk
ideas
anymore lah.
apa semua. No, we were still talking. And
Cucuk benda jahat. Positif tapi cucuk benda jahat.
But then again macam he went to another company lah.
Dia pun cabut
After that
juga.
lah kan. Macam okay lah, good for him lah, you know. But yeah lah.
Okay, so for the fellow who asked the question just now, the recording, actually there's, I think for corporate standard during appraisals, so you just have to wait lah. Kalau appraisal tu happen to be dah terlepas, wait for the next one lah. Kalau tak boleh tunggu, then
You can try lah. You can try, but then again macam
No,
Kau boleh kasih
nak cakap
test market lah. Kau macam
test market.
time bila tu
advertisement dulu lah.
you know your supervisor macam mana, you know your management macam mana. Time bila tu it's on you lah kan.
But another option is another option I say lah. If the tree can walk, the plant can walk, so can you. If you find that you have you have another place where you think you can grow, then don't stop lah. You know, the problem is that whether are you willing to take that next step tu kan soalan dia. Are you brave enough to I'm gonna try and to plant my seed on another pot for it to grow. Because some people ada orang tak boleh tunggu. Seriously speaking, some people dia nak tu time juga. Macam for example kau baru habis appraisal tapi kau rasa macam ni malah tunggu lagi setahun lama sangat. Ada orang boleh tunggu, ada orang tak boleh tunggu.
Aku pernah orang 1 month after appraisal punya period, dia terus hantar email kat finance, hantar email kat macam-macam lah. I already received my pay. Where is my entitled increment? I am entitled to an increment, but it's not reflected in my pay.
Entitled lah.
I'm entitled. So like,
Siapa agree dengan dia? What do you mean?
Dia dah sign apa-apa ke belum ni?
LOA dia ada tulis lah.
belum?
Dia entitled for ini.
itu yang kelakarnya. And if he is entitled, I should know. Itu yang kelakarnya. Was like, that's also mismanagement of expectations. Overpromise and everything. So
Overpromise lah.
overpromise by people who do not have the right to promise anything at all. Tu masalah dia.
I mean if I went for like a farewell dinner lah. So like one of the question I ask is that, kenapa kau cabut saya? So, kau padaku doing well. Then kau pun macam management menampak, you know. Ni lah sama macam no say mismanagement lah. It's more of janji dia. Ni the thing is that management janji dia. The word is janji dia tapi benda tu tak kesampaian. So dia rasa macam kau janji aku, kau cakap kau nak kasi aku ni, tapi in the end tak jadi pun. Then macam aku fikir then yelah tak kasi tapi dia tak cakap kau bila apa. No, bukan dia cakap kau ni total kau akan dapat. It still depend on kau punya kira the time, when the time is ready for you to step in, you will step in lah. Tu dia tak boleh tunggu, dia cabut lah, dia cakap dia keluar.
Okay. Timing is a bit tight, but I got one last question. What's your opinion on counter offers?
Counter offer? Aku rasa counter offer...
Okay, senang. Let's make it simple lah. Kau nak cabut. They make a counter offer. Would you stay or would you leave?
I've stayed and I've left before.
Pernah dua-dua lah.
Pernah dua-dua pula. It depends on how much they're offering, what kind of like position they're offering, why they want you to stay. Most of it macam why lah. For me it's like macam always the why. Kenapa kau nak aku stay sebetulnya? Is it because kau betul-betul tak ada orang? Is it because kau betul-betul depend on aku? Or is it because it's because macam you want to look good, that macam macam sebab engkau maybe yalah sebab because of this person macam a lot of people leave kan, so you want me to stay and you counter offer me for like some
kira ada followers lah kira.
A bit of ini lah, a bit of macam incentive lah, that's all.
Ada kucu-kucu kau lah, kucu-kucu takut cabut sekali dengan kau lah.
Betul.
Okay.
So it depends lah, it all depends.
Aku first is the counter offer is tengok berapa banyak. Number one, whether pasal tempat baru for example lah, tempat baru offer kau $1,000 or $2,000 more lah. Then the counter offer kau tak sampai $2,000, the counter offer kau maybe $200-300. That also does it play a part to change your mind enough? And I always think back fikir balik, kenapa aku berhenti in the first place? Kenapa aku berhenti in the first place? Tu aku akan recall balik, is the money yang diorang counter offer ni is good enough for me to hold it back. Maksudnya pada aku, kalau kau dah counter offer, Lepas tu kau berhenti, pada aku tak best lah. Macam kau kan tahu then maybe kau stay a few more, after that maybe
You end up still living
you
lah.
end up still living. Pada aku tu tak
I
best
mean
lah.
like macam Man cakap, it all depends macam kenapa kau nak berhenti in the first place. Kenapa there is a counter offer to begin with lah kan. Yalah.
Wah, aku kalau ada, if I decide to leave, 90% of the time I will not consider the, like I will listen,
Okay.
but I will not take it. Not say I won't take it seriously lah, but aku tak akan put a lot of weight into it because I already decide to leave. For me personally, aku tak nak. I don't want to be the one, even if it's a lot more money than the next position. Tapi tak pernah jadi lah. A lot more money tu tak pernah lah. Sama pernah, but a lot more money tu tak lah. But I don't want to be the guy who stayed because of money. Like that's the reason I leave.
Aku pernah kena sekali kelakar tau.
If it's just the money, I can ask what.
Aku dapat counter offer, tapi bukan aku punya from aku punya direct boss. Aku dapat counter offer from lain department. Itu yang kelakar.
To join them lah.
To join them.
Oh,
Then the cakap, kau ada this experience in this system. Apa pasal aku counter offer, aku tak ada, join aku lah. Tapi internally pun kita tahu nak tukar susah. It was very hard to transfer. Kau nak aku berhenti, tu aku masuk balik. That was the thing. So tapi for that case was different lah. For that case aku dia counter offer cakap, kau masuk aku pay ni lah, since kau dah tahu ni sistem lah, kau jaga ni sistem.
Did you
lah.
go?
Tak lah, aku tunjuk dia aku pay tempat kerja baru, pay slip, kau boleh bayar ni, aku stay. Dia tak boleh, dia macam tak boleh lah, tak apa lah, kau pergi. Cakap dia tak boleh.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of the time, I mean, alhamdulillah, most of the places I left, they just say, okay, good for you, all the best, blah blah blah, you know. So, I think don't burn bridges. Don't have realistic expectation. Okay, so I think moving forward, I think we are trying to get just to share lah. We have plans to bring a lot more people from other industries, especially those who career switch.
Career switch.
Career switch. So I think that one had quite a lot of positive feedback. So we're trying to get a few more people who similar.
Dulu tukang masak tu jadi technician.
Yeah. I think we have some interesting characters that we can invite. Hopefully we have the opportunity to get them
InsyaAllah.
in studio. Right.
Can.
So that's it for now. Working class. Signing out. Signing out.